Cancer, one of the most deadliest diseases that affects around 12.7 million people worldwide, killing around 7.6 million of them. For years, many different types of cancer treatments have been administered to patients, including chemotherapy, radiation therapy, surgery, and immunotherapy. Today, let's focus on a new revolutionary type of immunotherapy called CAR T-cell therapy.
Our body's defense mechanism is the immune system, a complex network of cells, tissues, and organs that fight any invaders that may enter our body. There are three types of lymphocytes, a type of white blood cells that play a large part in our immune system: B cells, T cells, and NK or natural killer cells. T cells recognize and kill infected cells found in the immune system. Sometimes they also help the B cells make antibodies, or blood proteins that counteract antigens, a toxic foreign substance found on the surface of pathogens, including bacteria and viruses. However, not all T cells in the body can recognize abnormal cancerous cells, because some of these cells can disguise themselves as healthy, or perhaps produce a large amount of antigens on their surface to overwhelm the T cell. Now, how does CAR T-cell therapy factor into this? CAR T-cells stand for chimeric antigen receptors T cells. Chimeric meaning single-celled organism composed of cells from different organisms. So essentially, these type of T cells have the ability to recognize the antigens of pathogenic organisms that try to harm the body, such as cancerous cells. Now, how do we obtain these T cells? Great question. First of all, blood must be drawn from the patient using the process of apheresis, where the blood components such as plasma and the T cells are separated from the extracted blood. Next, the T cells taken from the blood are genetically engineered to produce chimeric antigen receptors on their surface. These cells are then grown and freezed until the patient is ready to have them, and when they are, these cells are re-administered back into the patient through blood infusion. These cells now have the ability to recognize and attack cancer cells and multiply in the patient's bloodstream. You can think of this whole process using the simple acronym BEEP, which stands for Blood, Extract, Engineer, and Put Back. However, with all medicines come side effects, and those of CAR T-cell therapy can be severe. For example, cytokine release syndrome, CRS for short, results when T cells get activated. Cytokines are small proteins that help T cells by acting as chemical messengers. However, large amounts of these cytokines being produced as a result of CAR T-cell therapy can be harmful to the body. Another main side effect of this therapy is neurotoxicity, where the exposure to toxic substances, both natural or man-made, affect the nervous system and can be very harmful.
While these side effects may appear frightening, scientists are constantly researching and finding new medicines to prevent such occurrences. So, with the introduction of this therapy, can we hope for the beginning of the end of cancer?